At the morgue, after Matt is finished, playing dumb to the cops, pretending he doesn't know the who or why of his father's death, the coroner lets Matt touch the corpse. It's cold, icy cold, but not as cold as the thing that grows in Matt's belly. He spied on his father. He knows what Jack Murdock did to protect and provide for his son. And he knows the smells and sounds of the killers. And he knows their names. Mikhail, Gillian, the first two. So I told that dame, I told her good. Hey, pass it over, will you?
Drink up, boys. It'll help with the pain.
What the hell? Who's dumb enough to mess with us?
Somebody with nothing to lose. Somebody dead.
You're dead alright, pal. Dark in there. I can't see. Well then, neither can he, right?
Right.
An hour later, in response to an anonymous tip. Murdoch. It was Jack Murdoch. We killed him, but he's back. In the gym, the next two. The big one, Slade, whose fist splintered Jack Murdoch's jaw and ribs, Slade. And slick little Marcello, who laughed as he carved up Murdoch's face. All Matt has to do is throw a circuit breaker, and they're as blind as he is. Hey, what happened with the lights? I can't stand it when it's dark. Aw, Marcello, you wimp. What the hell? Marcello, where are you? Ooh.
Come on, big guy. Don't be afraid. Here. I'll lose the bet, if it'll make you feel better.
I'll break you in half, little man. He looms over Matt, smug, eager, chuckling. Matt thinks of recess, of 100 beatings, and endless giggles and taunts. He thinks of taking it, and taking it, and taking it. And the rage of years becomes a lightning bolt that travels from shoulder to hip to foot, and he releases it. Ah! Matt listens to Slade's sudden frantic breathing. He tastes fresh blood strike the air. He smells the panic in the big man's sweat. He slides a roll of pennies to his fist. At the door, sudden raspy intake of breath to lungs that are weak from decades of abuse, and the scent of tobacco mixed with expensive aftershave. The fixer. Let him run, until Matt's finished turning ribs into broken, jagged things. Now, pick up the sounds. Clatter of fleeing footsteps. Awkward, painful sucking of air. A pounding, pounding heart.
Angela, get us out of here, now!
Angela and the fixer, the last two. So easy to track the limo's engine and the fixer's uncontrollable coughing. So easy. Stick taught him well. Stick. He'll hate me for this, Matt thinks. And for a moment, Matt cares about this. Then, the cold part of him takes over again.
Yeah!
Matt's skull strikes pavement. A lost moment. Then the footsteps, heading to the subway. Matt ignores the dizziness and the sticky, salty taste of his own blood, and follows the fixer's heartbeat. It's so fast, so weak, and he's coughing again. Then a horrid horn blast, and an unholy roar. A train. Deafening. Matt can only strain to keep his feet beneath him until it passes. Then, a sound made of oil and steel. A revolver, cocked, and that breathing, that heartbeat. Pounding. Fluttering. Stopping. The fixer slumps to the floor with a sigh and breathes his last pathetic breath, and Matt is alone in the station. Alone, but not finished. One remains. Angelo. Meanwhile, in the hospital.
And Murdoch, he could see in the dark, and he had 6 arms.
Murdoch's lying in a morgue with 2 arms and a tag on his toe, buddy. It's a ghost, Lieutenant. It was him. It was Murdoch. So either we got us a ghost, or yous guys been hitting the sauce too hard, or we got us a vigilante. Me? I'm betting on the sauce. One remains. Angelo. He thinks he's escaped. Escaped to a place of thick perfumes and practiced passion. They know him here. He thinks he's safe. Just relax, Angelo. We'll take care of you. It was some kind of crazy man. Out of nowhere,
It's a raid, but we're paid up. That's no cop. Kill him.
A tangle of flesh, fists, and fingernails, and curses and shouts, choking perfume. Too much. Matt thrashes.
Ah! Oh, please, no.
She doesn't scream. She prays to God, and then there's the crunch of bone and the splatter of blood across pavement. No. No. No! She's dead. He killed her. He didn't even know her, and he killed her. He runs, helpless in horror. He runs to the basement, seeking his teacher, not finding him. He runs to the gym. He screams the name. Stick! Stick! He screams till his voice is hoarse and croaking, and his throat is full of sand. Stick! But there is no answer. Stick. Blocks away. You must reconsider, Stick. The boy has talent. No, I was wrong about him. You've said it yourself 1,000 times. We need all the help we can get. He is undisciplined, emotional. Just look at what he did tonight. Stick. We are all that stands between the world and forces of mystic darkness, and we grow old. We need young blood, young strength. In this generation, only 2 adepts have been born, Matt Murdock and the girl Elektra, and already the girl has been infected with the dark ways. She could well end up recruited by the enemy. Matt Murdock must get one more chance, one more test. That is enough, Stone. No more discussion. We can't let our order be compromised. The boy has failed. He is useless to us. Columbia University, 1 year later. Move it, fatso! This is Franklin Nelson, freshman student of law. His friends call him Foggy. Step it up, you tub of lard. These boys are not his friends. Later, at the dormitorium, Foggy confers with his roommate. It was Brad again, Matt. Fellow freshman, Matt Murdock. I've never done anything to him. I'm sure you haven't, Foggy. I'm sure there's no reason for it. Bullies never need a reason. The next day, Brad just won't let up. You be careful walking back to the dorm tonight, fat boy. No telling what could happen. Aw, lay off, will you, Brad? I'm not taking any orders from any blimps today, Nelson. It isn't until morning that anybody hears the muffled sobs. Brad's had a long night to think it over, to remember the strong hands that lifted him from his bed like he was a doll, that carried him across campus rooftops, that held him by the ankle, dangling high above cruel pavement. Brad's had a long night to remember the hands and the voice. The voice chilled him more than the winter cold. The voice told him this was just a warning. The voice told him in great detail what would happen to him if Brad was anything but extremely pleasant to Foggy Nelson. By the time they come for him, Brad is a changed man. Or at least, he is a boy who has been taught a stern lesson. And so, I don't know what to do, Matt. I can't think straight. Even when Brad doesn't come after me, I'm all tied up in knots. I'm sure everything will work itself out, Foggy. A lot you know. Oh man, here he comes now. Excuse me, Nelson. May I have a word with you? Sure, Brad. What's up? Hey, check this out. I just wanted you to know I'm really sorry I've been riding you so hard. I've been a jerk. Did you hear that? What's with Brad? If there's any way I can make good with you, you just let me know. You're okay with in my book, Foggy. It's okay if I call you Foggy, isn't it? Sure, Brad. It's fine. Get a load of that. You should have seen his face, Matt. I wish I could have, Foggy. I dearly wish I could have seen his face. Matt? Hi, it's me, Kathy, from Old Man Lynch's class. I was just wondering if you could help me out with the exam, I mean. I'm a little confused on the Stalting versus West decision. I'm sorry, Kathy. She isn't confused. She doesn't need his help in her studies. I can't help you. I'm late for class. And he can't allow himself to respond to her. He can't allow himself emotion. That much he has learned. The cost is too great. What a creep. Oh, he's not so bad. He's just really intense. Another night falls, and once again Matt Murdock finds himself coming alive, just when he should be getting sleepy.
Space, the final frontier. These are voyages, its 5-year mission to boldly go.
It wasn't just the television that kept Matt awake. Foggy snoring could raise the dead, and just when you get used to it, he changed the tune. Nobody could sleep through that. No use kidding himself. It's not the snoring. It's nothing inside the room. It's outside, everywhere outside. It's the wind and everything it carries, everything it touches. It charges off the ocean fierce, bitter cold. It rattles antenna and shakes power lines and leaves swirling snow in its wake. It roars down concrete canyons and brittle branches clatter in combat. surrendering winter leaves that rustle and skitter like fairies, begging Matt to join in the dance. The city never sleeps. Down the street, warmth and kindness to shivering soul. God bless you, man. Music from car radios in 100 different languages. Dogs yip and bark and whine. One howls, celebrating the night. And before he can even give it a thought, Matt joins the celebration. A scent. Human and fragrant. Up here? Yes. And now a breath. Another. Nearby. A pulse. Strong, steady, moving across the rooftops, against the wind, defiant. Footsteps light as a cat. Over there. That scent again. Not a man's scent. Falling. Now. Crazy. She's falling. Crazy. She's crazy. Whoever she is, jumping like that. And he's just as crazy to follow her. But that scent of hers. Oof! It is a scent quickly smothered by the day-old garbage in which he lands. Sudden. Movement at his side. Not her. He's lost her. No, from the distance, she tosses him a soft chuckle, drawing him to her, taunting him. She's heading for the park. He locks on the scent, the tantalizing sounds. He can't lose her now. He'll catch her and find out who she is, provided this blind man can cross the street. Ow. Help! Somebody help! And now a blood-chilling scream, followed by another chuckle, and her scent, climbing to rubber and cloth, a trail. Quite a trail. And past the blood pounding in his ears, an engine hums, a bottle pops beneath a tire. A man clears his throat. Freeze, creep! Don't move a muscle. I got him, Lou. You find the girl. Matt could run. He could flatten the cops. It would be easy, but that would be breaking the rules. That would be breaking the law. He remembers the last time he lost control. He remembers shattering window glass. He remembers a pathetic prayer to God. I'm all yours, officer. I don't get it, Saul. There's no sign of any girl.
She must have run off. Let's see some ID, creep.
Yes, sir.
Now hold on. This is really weird. This here ID says the creep is handicapped, blind. Must be crazy going to the park at night.
Yes, sir. I guess that was pretty stupid of me. And whoever that woman is, she enjoyed every second of it. The next day on campus. I don't know how you do it, Matt. Here I study till I'm pooped to make the grade, and you just seem to breeze through. Maybe you shouldn't have that TV on when you hit the books, Foggy. Hey, let's not get radical, buddy. Hold it. Yikes! What are you grinning about? You could have hit us. Matt? What? What are you doing? Matt? Sometimes you're kind of hard to figure out, pal. 95 in the snow. Her driving would scare anybody. It's been so long since Matt had a good scare. Lunatic! He tells himself he shouldn't enjoy this. And now the air goes thin. Mountain air. The kind that makes your head go light. Snow stabs at exposed skin. Painful bracing. Excuse me, miss, but perhaps you should put the top up.
Why?
Sudden lurch. Wild slalom ride through clustered trees. Headlong rush towards certain death. An expert spinning stop. Matt's heart is pounding. It feels great.
We're close to the edge, Mac Murdock. One step from the end. This is where we belong, always on the brink. The rest lead safe and numb lives. But you, when I saw you on the rooftops, I knew. We're two of a kind, drawn to the edge and past it.
No. No. And there you have it, Man Without Fear number 2. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, maybe comment, maybe even subscribe if you're not already. And also I want to give a big thank you to my guest voice who played Elektra, Diana Din. Thank you very much. You did awesome. Please go check out her Instagram and her podcast that she does with another one of our friends called DNA. I believe it's available on all podcasts. So yeah, please check them out. Leave nice comments for them too. And they're taking a little break, but they're gonna come back better than ever. So yes, please support them. Thank you.